Hi, I'm Jules Reed, Global Technical Manager for Core Services with Premier Oilfield Group, of which Premier Corex is a division. What does a parachute have to do with core analysis? And what do genetics and biological science have to do with capillary pressure? Well, you may have seen that we've been running a series of webinars on core analysis, EOR, and formation damage. In our next webinar, I thought it might be useful to look back over my career in core analysis, spanning almost exactly 30 years. I can't remember the actual date that I began, but it was sometime in June or July 1990. So I wanted to share with you something of my perspective of those 30 years and some of my learnings during that time. In the webinar, I'll be touching on answers to those seemingly unrelated questions about a parachute and genetics. And I'll discuss a number of other seemingly unrelated things like Sequoia coast redwood trees or non-stick pans, raindrops on windows, bubbles in glasses, water in bottles, and oil like molasses. These are a few of my favorite things. Well, not really, but they are things that have helped me to understand in some simplistic way certain reservoir and laboratory physics. So to be a little more serious, what I will actually be discussing are some general thoughts about experimental observation, pre-calculation of expected results, method sensitivities, and looking at the uncertainties that come with different methods, nonsensical information. So what's the difference between unphysical data and outliers, and how do we determine those? And finally, we'll look at some specific examples of data learnings and the need to be vigilant in our experimental approach and interpretation. So please join us on Thursday, the 9th of July at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. UK time. And you can find the details and registration links alongside this video. And we look forward to seeing you there.